What's up, YouTube? It's your boy DR2727. And this video, shout out my 112 collectors, my Transformers collectors, Mezco collectors, Marvel Legends collectors, DC Universe, DC Icons collectors, whatever you collect, shout out to you. G.I. Joe collector, shout out to you. And this video is basically an unpopular opinion alert, and it's about Zeta towards Kronos. And so while he's standing here looking magnificent in all his glory, you may say, hey, Darren, or hey, Darren, what's the problem with him? Well, my problem with him is this. Let's turn him back around. Let's add in another guy. This is my problem with him. And the fact is, he's parts forming. And you may say, don't worry about the wing. You may say parts forming, that's what Zeta does. And that is true, that's what they do. I had the Tour World Constructor, which was done by the same design team. And I think that's a fantastic piece. And I think that was parts formed correctly. I think that I think parts forming is something that I don't think is needed. I understand why it's done, and I think it's correctly done when it's done for the legs and the hips, because that's normally where combiners fail, especially MP size combiners. But I think they went too far with this. I think that parts forming the whole combiner without needing the main bot, I think that's Transformers hypocrisy. So I'm really against that. I think it's a bad design. I think that even with Bruticus, I think they did it with, I think at least with Bruticus, the arm box collected the onslaught. I don't have the Bruticus and onslaught connected to the parts forming piece, which is fine. Even if it's the same thing, but the arm box collected Silverbolt, I'll be cool with that. But the fact that you don't need, Silverbolt at all to form a combiner, I really have a problem with that. I think that's lazy design. And I think that's bad. I don't think it's bad design. I think it's lazy design. And I think they've taken a gimmick, the parts forming gimmick, which everybody agreed was a good gimmick, and took it 2 steps too far. But now you're parts forming the whole combiner. And I think that I'd rather have it be, very rarely a combiner shaky at the arms, the more shaky at the legs and the feet. I'd rather him be shaking the arms and at least have Silverbolt be an integral part of this than what they have now. Well, he's not necessarily an integral part. It's just the parts that you need to make the combiner come with him. So you have to have him. But in theory, you really don't need him, as you can see, to make the combiner. So just wanted to do an unpopular opinion alert about that. I'm not as high on this guy as everybody else is, just because, the main reason, because Silverbolt isn't a necessary part of the combiner. Like, if everybody's saying, hey, you have to get this for combine mode, and the main bot isn't needed for combine mode, then I have a serious problem with that. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think about the parts forming thing. Do you think that they've gone too far down the parts forming train? Do you think this is good enough? Do you like parts forming? Do you not like parts forming? Let me know what you think about it in general in terms of combiners, because I don't have a problem with parts forming in normal bots or combiners. I just think that, like everything else, there's a balance, and this is too far leaning on parts forming and not enough for clever engineering, building materials. Again, thank you for watching.